Hey, 7K team, come on. Oh, let's get started here. Good news. Right time, right place, right company, right products, right market conditions, right everything. I mean, we couldn't be in a better place. Oh, silver, God's money, 10 tax benefits, redirect our taxes to a piece of silver every week at a very minimum. And then, you know, earn gold, earn silver. I mean, kind of unheard of. Earn extra cash while simultaneously building and accumulating wealth for our future, for our retirement that you and I are in 100% control of. Not an employer, not a government. You and I, we make our own retirement plan with God's money. That's pretty cool. So we're going to talk about conversational marketing today. Conversational marketing, conversational uh, follow up. Uh, Look, everybody's learning the real skills, attitudes, and techniques to building 7K, to building any networking. You got to pique somebody's interest, and uh, then you got to learn how to share. And part of that's what I'm going to talk about today. A lot of this, the conversational marketing part uh, of sharing, not only that first time, but in subsequent follow up, in harvesting the pipeline uh, that I talk about a lot, and that many networkers will talk about harvesting your pipeline. But you got to have a pipeline to harvest it. Okay, so if you're not building that list, you're not doing the job description that I teach, then you can't really have that that pipeline that organized in a manner that you can understand it, and you can uh, go after it in a systematized way, and that's what's so important. Uh, the uh, so peak, share, launch, and now with all of our upgrades and things where the company's progressed, and so we've got an established company. We're moving into our ninth year. Uh, uh, we've gone through many learning curves, which is a great thing. That means that we're poised right now. We're on the prefaces of one of the greatest momentum growth curves that this company is going to go through. And I project it'll be a 5 to 10 year growth cycle. It may be longer, uh, but that's about the average for most companies. Doesn't matter if they're a networking company or a traditional company. Uh, but we've gone through our founding years. Okay, we're established. We're there. We're there. Now we're continuing to improve and build and expand. But the great thing is we we are where we need to be with our product line, with our comp plan, with our headquarters, with our infrastructure, uh, and we're established nationwide, border to border, uh, all 50 states, our contiguous touching countries, Canada, Mexico, uh, and we're established in major gold and silver markets, meaning that we're already legitimately organized as a business that we can conduct businesses in those countries, the UK, Singapore, uh, and Switzerland. Uh, so Canada, United States, UK, Singapore, and Switzerland. So we got the gateways of the world. So understanding that is also part of that conversational marketing. And that's why I went over those salient points. The other thing is people always have questions. And so one of the best things that I've always found is to uh, share our website, the front end, the back end, and all three just real quick. Of course, we don't want to over and inundate them, and we've got to learn how to focus in on the things that they really have an interest in. Not necessarily what we have an interest in, but what they have an interest in. Maybe they do want to accumulate gold and silver. Maybe their whole interest is in bullion right now, but we want to redirect them to proper diversification with precious metals. And one of the best tools that I've found is the 1099 tax benefits. Okay. Now that's only for a W-2 employee. So most people are working a job and they have taxes taken out, and many of their personal expenses cannot be deducted from their income taxes, and taxable income, to count as deductions to reduce that taxable income. And that's why we use third-party validations to do that. We just talk about the principle. We're not the tax advisor, but we talk about the principle. We talk about the principle that we're experiencing, and then we use third-party validation, tax lawyers, tax CPAs, and tax consultants, and I've provided quite a few of those in my trainings. In fact, I just reposted many of those recently just to refresh everybody's memory about that, because that's one of the best tools that you can use. If people don't see what we see immediately, because it just makes sense. The other thing is showing them that website and making sure they have that website address of yours all the time, and that maybe you're kind of just remind them, hey, take a quick look at my gold and silver website. Kind of scroll through the front page. It tells a story of what we've discussed about gold and silver. So this is beyond your peaking, sharing, beyond the 1 minute 47-second video, the 9-minute video, even if you've done the 23-minute wealth strategies video, even if you've got them to a presentation. These are the things I'm talking about today. And to make sure that you have an organized approach, that you are following up with those that you have exposed 7K with. And you that's that organized harvesting the pipeline that I talk about. I just shared last week, I had someone that I've been talking to about gold and silver for almost 8 years. They finally joined. Okay. And they call me. But it's because I've been doing this harvesting, this constantly just feeding a little bit, just a little bit of information here, maybe once a month, maybe once every 2 weeks, throw in some. Maybe they watched it, maybe they didn't. I have a phone call, maybe I just left a message, I didn't get to talk with them. But when I do get to talk with them, I am going to talk about gold and silver. I am going to talk about 7K, and encourage them to take a second look. Let's sit down. Let's go over a cup of coffee. Let me show you something. That's if we're in, within visiting distance, okay, which is the best way. Otherwise, we're going to have to visit over Zoom, okay, or WhatsApp, if it's international. And I want to encourage everyone to, every one of you, I want to encourage every one of you to get a WhatsApp account and start learning how to use WhatsApp. Because when you need it, you don't want to have to be learning. You don't want that international opportunity to just fade away because you weren't prepared. Being prepared is what it's all about in taking every advantage that you can in networking to expand your business, expand your team, and expand your 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 circle of influence, because you're expanding your circle of influence through other people's circle of influence. Yeah, many of you've heard me referred to that as leapfrogging. Okay, so as we get someone that's interested into doing 7K, we can't wait for them to get completely onboarded. I mean, sometimes that takes way too long. We if they're excited, they want to build. We want to help them build. That's why we work in teams, and we know how to do it better than they do. And so, let's talk about onboarding a new member real quick, okay? And so, let's say we peaked, we shared, we've done some three ways. We're ready. They enroll, okay? So once we get them enrolled, what do? It's the simple 1, 2, 3 system that I teach. Once they enroll, the first thing you're going to do is get them on your Team Band app. Okay. For those of you not in my group, you won't have, unless you create your own Team Band app for your teams, you won't have one. But these are for the individual teams that have teams to put their teams together. They have communications together. And I post all my trainings on YouTube and on my band apps, the Team Band apps, whoever it is. So why don't we get them on the Team Band app? We get them on the Team Band app because that's the single place for communication of trainings that I have provided and that the leaders of those teams will be providing for their team. Okay. So it's a one-stop shop. It's just a library of how-tos and information. Now, the company has its, and we always use what the company has. And that's germane to everybody in the whole corporation, the whole business. So we get them on the Team Band app, we show them where it's at, I do a walkthrough for you. Now, if you want to do a personal walkthrough with them, that's fine. You need to do some of that anyway. And that's what we're going to talk about here. But I walk through every link and I try to keep it updated. I'm actually going to do another redo on it since we've added this seven steps onboarding on it. We didn't have that before. I just waited and waited. But I did do it. I walked through every link with them. I talked to them. Now they get to go through that at their own speed. Okay. But it's duplicatable because when they get someone in, they can use that same thing. So see how we have duplication and time saving going on here? And that's why I put together the Team Band apps. Okay. So we get them on a band app, and then in my group, I teach people to go through my success system. Now, this is a success system in life, in networking. It applies to any network marketing company, but it specifically applies to what you need to do to make a commitment. And so that's where you're getting a commitment out of them. What is their commitment level? Those first 2 pages are the most important thing. the 2 years to learn the skills, attitudes, and techniques you get to earn while you learn, and then 3 to 5 years to build upon that foundation you're building while you're earning and learning the skills, attitudes, and techniques. And then the job description are the 5 things you need to be doing. That's all 5. But you need to be doing those every single day, 5 days out of 7 minimum. And then the other 5 pieces of paper are pictures that tell 10,000 words. They tell, the pictures mean more than the words necessarily, except for the last 2, attitude and belief. Okay, so that's a step 1, 2, 3. That's kind of simple. Then what do? You direct them to your website, their website. And the first thing you want to do is show them those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 steps of onboarding. They need to go through it. It's going to be able to set up their Stack and Sell account, their Sound Money wallet, and it has little videos. So you don't have to do it, but say, go through this at your speed, at your time, and here's what it is. But, or if they're excited, they're ready to build, we want to get one on their left and one on their right. We need to get their top 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 candidates. I like to get that top list, that top 25, 50, that list right then and there. That's what you need to do. And then you need to work with which leader you're going to be working with that new prospect yourself, and which leader you're going to be working with, or leaders maybe you're going to be working with too, because you need a third-party validator. You need a person that's going to answer questions. If you're the one that can't, because the prospect can't. The prospect that's a new member can't, and we don't want them to. Okay, so we want to hurry up and try and get there, one on the left, one on the right, real quick. We also want to expose them to the family business pack. If we haven't already exposed it to them, we want to expose that to them. And we want to do it in a manner that they don't feel we're trying to push something on them. We're just saying, this is how Bob started. This is how he taught his group. This is how you get to start a business one time. You position yourself on top. These are future leverages. You're going to end up with this family business pack at one time or another later. Let's just talk about it now, so you can be on top of your entire business and leverage. So we introduce that concept and that manner there, and then we get right to work. We show them how to create their share link, their real money link, how to create their present link. If we got 5 people right now, let's get 5. Let's create a real money link for each of those 5 people. Let's create a present link for each of those 5 people. Let's use whichever text or phone script. We've got lots of them. Ryan Chambers taught his. I've given mine. I've written them out, put them out there for you. So what script do you want to use in piquing interest and sharing a video? Okay, pick it, use it. Let's go to work right now. And you're better to do that right then. So see, they haven't gone through the 7 steps yet. That's their homework. That's what they can do on their own. But we can engage and get into business, and we can do the same thing with a person on their left and a person on their right. They can't do it, but they get to go through and see that process happening right now. Now, this is how we create momentum too, by the way. If we keep doing this and keep doing this and keep doing this, we get a little snowball rolling down that hill. And that snowball gets to be a big, giant snowball, accumulating more and more snow as we go down. Well, that's how we create our own little personal momentum with our new member. Okay. So what do we do? What do we do with those that have told us no? Okay. That's that follow-up. This is that conversational marketing. Okay. Now, with our new prospect and new member, I want to go ahead and share my screen. I want to go to our website real quick, and I am going to show a couple of pictures too that I want us to see in this first part today. But let's go to our website. Let's go to the main page before we log in. And so, our front page of our website tells our gold and silver story. Okay. And it tells it really well. It's got the right pictures, it's got the products, it's got the prices. And when we're going through this, we need to let them know that this is the price they get it at. They do not have to buy 500 ounces or 1,000 ounces or 1,500 ounces at like all these other places. They don't have to buy $5,000 worth or $25,000 worth to get these prices. They get it if they're buying one. And that's the value of our membership. They get dealer direct costs, regardless quantity that they're buying. Makes it affordable to the average guy. Everybody needs to own some gold and silver. We have our examples, and these are the real reasons they need to do it. Dollar gets diluted over time to what they call inflation. Need a certain amount of earth in hold in silver. Just like people, just like banks, just like everyone. And the great example is the 1965 Mustang and the $1 bill and a one ounce of silver piece. Okay, so great example. But it doesn't matter if it's cars, milks, clothes, bullets, guns. It doesn't matter what it is. The same principle applies. And so everybody needs gold and silver. Now, I love the gold example. Gold example is going to get better and better and better, by the way, with time. Okay, especially now with what's going on in our country and the world. And so we know that collectibles is a diversification of bullion. So with collectibles, and now we've got a proven history that of our unique, modern, rare collectibles that gain value faster than bullion. So we need to have a portion. It's just like in diversification in a stock portfolio. We're diversifying in our precious metals holding. And since it's an e-commerce internet business, this company pays you and me to build the membership through referral commissions. And you can earn instant gold pay if somebody joins because you tell them, well, we can get those 1099 tax benefits. So this product you buy every month to be active so you can make a commission check enables you to get those 1099 tax benefits for your cell phone bill, for your iPad, for your computer, for business luncheons, for business trips, for mileage, and on and on and on. And so therefore, you're just reading, your taxes are building and accumulating wealth for you. Man, doesn't just that make sense? Okay, look what I just did. Doesn't that just make good sense? Would you rather have your taxes just stay at the government and be wasted? Look at all the waste. Look at what we're finding out they spend our money on. Or would you rather have your taxes build you some wealth? With a membership here, you can do that. We help teach you. We help give you that information base to learn how to do that. Wow. Now that just makes sense. Sound Money Wallet. Okay. Vault, where you can store your gold and silver. You don't have to keep it at home. That comes with our membership. At every membership level, you get a Sound Money Wallet account. In fact, when you join, you get $5 worth of gold deposited into your account. That's pretty cool, just by joining. That's another benefit. And if you have somebody join, then that's where they deposit your instant gold pay. Now, what is a sound money wallet? Well, it's where you can buy gold and silver. And maybe you can't afford $3,000 for that gold coin, but you can afford $100 a week, where you buy $100 of that gold a week. And that's what a sound money wallet is. So notice I'm kind of going through the presentation just with our website. It's right there as we scroll down through it, and you can do the same thing with an individual. And then these are all the other membership benefits. We just get all kind of other membership benefits, and we can talk about it, but this discount program, I I save more than my membership fee every year just by using 7K Advance. Car rentals, hotel stays, and just local purchases in dining, or even car repairs, or car maintenance items. It's amazing how many people don't. And if you're on the autosaver, that comes free. And a lot of people pay for that. Well, then loyalty points is how we get free silver. We get loyalty points when we get our autosaver. We get loyalty points when we enroll someone else. We get loyalty points when we buy our own autosaver. Okay, it's really neat, and we can get one piece of silver, one free piece of silver every 30 days through loyalty point. Just lagniappe, more extras, but way too much to try and understand. But see, at the very bottom, we can click on grab a membership. And if you click on that hooks them, and you can click on it, and it hooks them right to you. So if we click on that, it's going to bring up the join page. Sometimes it does it. It'll bring up the join page. And look, see, we don't have to worry about the computer links people to us automatically off of ours. And so, are you ready to grab a membership? See, now I'm following up. I went through a presentation on a follow-up, and I'm showing them the website. And so they said, well, no, they got questions. But hey, that's okay. Let's go back and let's show them a little bit more about our back office. Let's log in. So we got two websites, just like at Amazon, just like at Walmart. You remember Walmart, you remember Amazon, you remember Costco. Okay. You can shop from the front end of the website. Okay. But if you log in, you get your discount prices. Well, people can buy from the front end of our websites. That's a e-commerce portion, but you got to share that website link. So you want to make sure your website link is in these people's hands all the time. Okay. And that you kind of have a refresher to them to take a look at the website. Maybe to look at a hot product that we just had, or maybe like a Trump coin that comes out, or some special coin that comes up. Well, notice I have already gone through. And in fact, I went through the first day they posted it in my back office. I went through this. So if you haven't already gone through these, this is something I encourage you to do. You should do. It doesn't, I don't care if you've been in the business for 8 years, 8.5 years, like me. You should go through. You always want to know what your people are going to see and go through. Okay. Maybe we can get it better. Well, we can only get it better if we have people going through it and seeing what it's like. So I went through that. I liked what I saw there. I liked what I liked every bit of it. In fact, this is what we've been doing out here, creating this onboarding. Now we have centralized onboarding for everybody in the company. We all get people to come on board the same way. And the company is providing the maintenance of this and the update and the upkeep of it. And so we don't have to do that anymore. That's a blessing. This means that gives us that another factor for duplication, easier duplication, and easier momentum building. Okay. And that's where we're headed. That's what I like about this so much. Now, I must kind of believe in the company. Hey, if you see that they show you your summary of your account, I've got over $500,000 sitting right there, just here. Okay. So I must believe in the validity of the company. I'm leaving my money there. Okay. Now, this is my stack and sell. I have it. Okay. But that's what's there. And I quit buying in my sound money wallet. Why did I quit buying in my sound money wallet, everyone? It's because I have a family business pack. Guess what my wife has? She has a sound money account. Guess what we buy? We buy in her account. Why do I buy in her account? Because if I buy gold and silver in her account, leave it vaulted, I get a 1% bonus on it. Put it into my account. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So this is kind of how we optimize things. Another one of the factors of why I have a family business pack. Okay. Another added advantage because of the gold and silver bonus, because of the sound money wallet bonus. So we can tell people about it, but it's also going to tell about our contests. It's going to tell about events, going to tell about the specialty coin. But what we want to do is one of the first things that we really want to do is we want to go in, like I said, and help them set up their share links. Okay. Now, when we help them set it, I believe in setting up a generic will money. So you have that link available all the time and a generic present. That means I don't have a name associated with it. Okay. That means I have it. I can pop it to somebody real quick. If I don't have time to go in here, log it in, set it up, do it all that. I want to be able to share instantly. Take advantage of opportune moments when they occur. Never let an opportune moment pass you by. Okay. That's the key. So we do our shared links and then we show them what a business hub is. Okay. Now, business hub, we're going to show them it's got a left team and it's got a right team. And it tells the people you personally enrolled, it has them that are active, and it tells you your growth. Growth factor, they don't even have to concern themselves about because growth factor is going to come automatically. As they build a business, it's going to come automatically. And they don't even need to concern themselves with growth factor until they started getting over $1,000 a week. Okay. Then you need one growth factor on each side. Okay. And so we don't need to bog ourselves down with growth factor in building. We just say it comes with the growth of the business. And as you can see with the current comp plan, it comes with the growth of the business. I've been in 8.5 years. Okay. I've got to have 40 growth factor left and 40 growth factor right and 14 left and 14 right to make a $12,500 check. I've got 2 more people to enroll, not on my account, but on my wife's account because I'm building her account now. We're leveraging. Okay. So I got 2 more people to enroll this today, later tonight, that I already know that's going to enroll. And so I know it goes into her volume and comes up to my volume because I'm working the side that's on my pay side. So you kind of explain whatever your situation is, you explain it to them and it'll show them what you're checking. And if you have something to do, you just say, all I have to do is this. And then you pull up the 1-page comp plan and you relate the 1-page comp plan. These are how we get points. This is how you get those checks when the volume hit there. But you relate this column, these 3 columns to that business hub. Here's the volumes. When the volume is minimum of 500 on each side, you got 1 active left, 1 active right. Doesn't matter what your growth factor, you don't have to have any. You can earn up to a $500 check. So whatever these things are, if your business hub meets those, you're going to get that pay. You don't have to have a certain rank to get a pay. If you meet these qualifications, that's the pay you get. That's a simple way to explain that. And so it's infinite left, infinite right. Points count for autosavers and for new people joining. Infinite left, infinite right. That's how you accumulate the points. And then how many people are you bringing to the table that are active, that are buying their coin every month? Now, if you want to get these ranks, well, you've got to make this amount of money in 4 consecutive weeks total. Then you're promoted to that rank. That's very simple. So we have the simplest, highest paying comp plan in the industry, and we want you to join. You get to accumulate wealth while you're building wealth. See, I basically did a little presentation for you, and this is something I want you to learn how to do yourself through your conversational marketing with people that you're in particular that you're following up with. It's very important there. Okay. So I'm going to stop posting, stop on the and share a couple of more pieces of paper to round this out, because these are some pieces of paper that I definitely want you to have in your hand, or a picture of the power of 4. Okay. We want them to join with a $5.99 membership, lifetime VIP legacy membership. So they get the benefit of every commission, every referral, every option, every bonus that we have in 7K. They're qualified for it with a $5.99 membership. Okay. Then they get all the tools they needed with no extra cost. That's it. They get every tool, they get every link on Downline Explorer, all those things. They get everything. And it's a one-time. They don't have to pay it every year. Okay. So let's just hop in. Let's make a commitment. It's just 500, but let's get your money back right now. And I want you to show them this picture. You know, people we don't know. And look, when we get 2 people on your left that you bring to the table, and we're going to help you do this through our process, and we have a system how we do it. Yes, it takes time. You need to commit time to it. Nothing comes for free. But just kind of think about this. You're getting this membership. We get 2 people in, left and right. They join the same way you join with a $5.99. You're going to get a $250 cycle check. You're going to get $320 in instant gold. And with the loyalty points, you're going to get a 1-ounce silver coin at the end of the month. So basically, you have all your money back. We can do this in 1 week. We can do it in 2 weeks. We can do it in 3 weeks. Heck, we can take a whole month and do it. But let's get it done in a week. Let's get it done now. This is how you talk about this piece of paper. It's just a left team and a right team. You don't have to know about any placement and all that kind of stuff. Just left and right team. That's all. That 1 page is all it is, and you'll come to see how this plan works. Okay. And here's our scripts. Okay. These are the Ryan Chamberlain scripts that we teach, that he's been teaching corporate. You can use those, or you can use Bob's. He's got telephone scripts. He's got email scripts. He's got text scripts. You can use the ones he recommends, or the ones Ryan recommends. Or one, maybe you like some, maybe some other leader recommends. You know, the key is you've got to be doing them. If you're not doing them, they won't work for you. Okay. So that's why the job description, 5 people a day. If it takes you longer than 15 minutes to do 5 exposures, you're doing them wrong. I'm just telling you, if it takes longer than 15 minutes to do 5 exposures, peaks, you're doing them wrong. Okay. And so we got to start getting them done right. And so, yeah, I want this piece of paper there. I want also the chart, the left and right. I also want the exponential expansion, because exponential expansion is what's so important. It gives you an understanding that when you get your one on your left and one on your right, if it took us 12 years, what else are you doing in your life? That if you've got 1,000 people on the left team and 1,000 people on the right team buying a 20-point coin once a month, that's 20,000 points coming up. That's enough for 5,000 on average a week. You better be a goal. Otherwise, your check's only going to be $500 a week. But gee whiz, $500 a week is pretty good. Yep, that's how I want you to use that chart. Okay. Yeah, we all know network marketing works. They know network marketing, even if they've had bad experiences. But let's admit the truth. It works. They were just never with the right company at the right place at the right time with the right people and the right products. They are now. They are now. And just remind them, this is their shot. This is their opportunity. Do not let this opportunity go by. That's why I keep talking to you about it. Okay. Now, these are after you get them in. So, see, this is why it's so important to go through my success system. Okay. The mechanics of how you build a business, that will always modify, do change a little bit here, edit, because technology changes, products change, tools change. Okay. But my 7 pieces of paper never change. They transition from company to company to company, from any business, any product. That's a success system. That is totally different than a how-to mechanics, techniques. And there's a lot in this little 7 pieces of paper, a lot of psychology behind it. And that's why I want leaders to duplicate with their leaders this system, because I know it gives you the highest retention rate. I've successfully built and went to the top income levels with 3 companies using my system and my leaders that use this system. So I want you to use it too. Okay. And it's okay to share these 7 pieces of paper with a prospect, because it really lets them know what they have to do. I've done that too. And so that's really what I wanted to talk about more today than anything. And the other thing is, actually use your 7K income disclosure as a prospecting tool. You notice I love showing this. You know why I like showing it? I'm in this column every time. That's where I've been, in this column. I'm one of these people that make that money. And so when we tell people, yeah, there are people actually making this kind of money in this company at these levels. Oh, yeah, the low. Hey, if you join today and you got one on your left and one on your right, you're qualified to make a check, but you hadn't made a check. So we're going to have, the low is always going to be 0 there. That's why 80% of the people in our business are customers. Okay. That's pretty cool until they earn their first check. Okay. Then we get the average. Look at our average and our median. Compare it with any other income disclosure company in this industry. Go ahead, compare it. It's pretty cool. I love it. And the fact, we're only just beginning to explode. You're only just beginning to build your business. I hope you see what I see. I hope you understand what I understand. And if you're a prospect and you were shown this, grab a membership. Just tell that person you're ready to get going that showed you this, grab a membership with them, hook, arm, and arm, get yourself a convention ticket, show up at the next convention, and let's start building wealth, accumulating, and building a legacy income for your children's children. Thank you. I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope this will benefit all of you in understanding and discussing your business and your opportunity with others. And I'm going to see each and every one of you on the beaches of the world. That's a fact. In this business and this company, we're going to be on the beaches of the world. Thank you.